So let's talk about AI, but probably not in the way you're used to. We're not just talking about another tool to make us a little faster. We're talking about a force that is fundamentally redrawing the blueprint for how our companies are built. Today we're going to dive into how AI is literally changing the shape of work and what it means for every single one of us.
And to kick things off, let's just be clear about how high the stakes are. That quote? It's from Dario Amodei, the CEO of Anthropic. These are the people at the absolute forefront of building this technology. So when he says we could be sleepwalking into mass unemployment, you gotta listen. This isn't just some abstract idea. It has huge, real-world consequences. You know, for decades, the structure of a company was, well, it was predictable. It was a pyramid, right? You had a wide base of new folks coming in at the entry level, you had a solid layer of middle managers keeping things running, and a few execs at the very top. Simple, stable, and it gave everyone a clear ladder to climb.
But that familiar old pyramid, it's cracking. AI is chipping away at the foundation and hollowing out the middle. And that forces us to ask a really, really important question. If the pyramid falls apart, what on earth do we build to replace it?
Look, this isn't just a hunch or some gut feeling. This is a real, measurable shift that's happening as we speak. So let's actually look at the data and see where those cracks in the pyramid are forming.
Now this is where it gets really wild because you're seeing two massive trends hit at the exact same time. First, LinkedIn's own data shows that entry-level job postings have absolutely cratered, down 30% in just the last year. And at the same time, Revelio Labs is reporting a 40% drop in middle management jobs. Think about that. The front door is getting smaller and the main staircase is disappearing.
So why? Why is this happening so fast? Well, the answer is in how AI itself is evolving. We're in the middle of this massive shift from AI as a helpful co-pilot to AI as a fully autonomous autopilot. And that, well, that changes everything.
Okay, so this co-pilot versus autopilot thing is absolutely crucial to understand. The co-pilot, or assistive AI, is what most of us are using now. It'll suggest a better email subject line, or help organize your schedule, but you still have to hit send. The autopilot, autonomous AI, doesn't just suggest. It decides and it acts all on its own, at a speed we just can't compete with.
And here's a perfect example of that co-pilot model at work today. Say in marketing. The AI does all the heavy lifting, the research, the outline, even a first draft. But there's always a human in the driver's seat to guide the strategy and make that final call. It's about making people better, not replacing them.
So that brings us to the million-dollar question. What's the roadblock? What's stopping companies from flipping the switch and going from just getting helpful hints from AI to letting it take the wheel with full, game-changing autonomy?
Well, here's the thing. You can't just plug this revolutionary new engine into a 50-year-old car. To really make this leap to autonomous AI, you need a completely new operating system for your entire company. That means redesigning your tech and your teams.
And here's problem number one. For an AI to make smart, autonomous calls, it needs the full picture. It needs context. But in almost every company, that data is trapped. Marketing has their data over here, sales has theirs over there, customer support has its own little island. They don't talk to each other. We call them data silos, and they're crippling.
So the first part of the fix is purely technological. You need to build a unified data platform, something that smashes those silos and creates one single source of truth for the entire organization. That's what gives the AI the complete context it needs to actually be smart.
But tech is only half the battle. You also have to completely restructure your teams. Forget the old, rigid departments. The new way is using these agile pods, small, nimble teams built around a single goal, like, say, getting new customers. They have everyone they need, marketing, data, design, all in one place, so they can work with the AI to test, learn, and move incredibly fast.
Okay, so all this efficiency and automation, it leads us to the most important and, frankly, the most difficult question of all. What does this mean for the people? For the employees whose jobs are being completely transformed?
So, companies basically have a choice to make. They can go for the layoff cliff, which is just what it sounds like, an abrupt, painful end that breaks relationships and destroys any sense of trust. Or they can build what's called a talent ramp, a supportive, structured way to help people retrain and pivot into new roles, whether that's inside the company or even somewhere else.
And these talent ramps are way more than just a nice gesture. They're actually the building blocks for a whole new type of workforce. Deloitte has a great name for it, the nomad economy. And no, it's not just about working from home.
It's about a totally fluid ecosystem where people can move seamlessly between different roles and relationships with a company.
Within this nomad economy, we're starting to see 5 new archetypes of human work emerge. These aren't just job titles. They're more like roles defined by the unique value that only a human can bring. You've got nurturers, who build community, operators who make sure the automated systems are running smoothly, makers, who, well, they make stuff, adventurers who explore new opportunities, and directors who provide that critical strategic guidance that an AI just can't.
All right, let's put it all together. You've got this new autonomous tech. You've got these agile team pods. You have this fluid talent ecosystem. So what does the company of the future actually look like?
This is it. This is the big design challenge every single leader has to be thinking about right now. If we're not building pyramids anymore, then what shape are we building?
So what's the alternative? Well, a really interesting new model is starting to take hold, one that's built for resilience and change. It's not a flat line, which can be brittle. It's a stable, dynamic pentagon.
And what's so smart about the pentagon shape is that it keeps the best parts of the old structure. You still have a strong base for new talent to learn the ropes, you still have a powerful middle layer to get things done, and you still have focused leadership at the top. But, and this is the key, it's all supported and made more flexible by that wider ecosystem of partners and alumni.
And that really gets to the heart of the matter. In this new world, a company's real strength isn't just about how many people it has on the payroll. The new engine for growth is the strength of your relationships with your employees, your alumni, your partners, your customers. Your network is literally your net worth. So that leaves us with one final question for you to think about. As AI redraws the entire map of work, every single company is building a new shape, whether they know it or not. So the only real question is, are you intentionally designing your future, or are you just waiting for the old one to crumble around you? The choice is yours.